Hello, my dear students. Welcome back to your English online class. Hope you all are doing good. So, today we'll study English Grammar, chapter number 4, part 2 of pronouns, which is personal pronouns. In the previous chapter, we studied general pronouns, and today we will study what are personal pronouns. So let's quickly revise what are pronouns. Pronouns are words that takes the place of nouns in a sentence, or we can say that pronouns are the words which we use instead of nouns to avoid repetition of words. Now let's start our chapter. What are personal pronouns? In the grammatical sense, a personal pronoun is a pronoun that is related mainly to a particular person. Personal pronouns are not limited to people and can refer to animals and objects also. So students, this definition of personal pronouns tells us that personal pronouns are those words which are related mainly to any particular person. So those words which we use in place of noun for any particular person is known as personal pronoun. Further, this definition adds that personal pronouns also refer to animals as well as objects and not only to human beings. So these are the words which we use for any particular person or animal or object in place of a noun. For example, I, you, we, she, he, it. These are all examples of personal pronouns. Here the word it is a personal pronoun which refers to an object, whereas all the remaining pronouns refer to human beings. Moving further, now let's have a look at the types of personal pronouns. Personal pronouns are of two types, subjective and objective. Now what are these subjective and objective personal pronouns? Let's have a look. Subjective pronouns are those which indicates the door in a sentence, or those words, those pronouns which comes before verb, and you all know that verb indicates action or denotes action in a sentence. So all those pronouns which comes before verb or which indicates the door in a sentence are subjective personal pronouns. For example, I, you, he, she, it, they, we. Whereas objective personal pronouns are those which indicates the receiver or those which are written after the verb in a sentence. For example, me, you, him, her, it, them, us. Now let's have a look at the sentences. John eats pizza. Here, John is replaced with the pronoun he. Eats remains the same, which indicates verb. And pizza is replaced with the pronoun it. So, the sentence after using pronouns becomes he eats it. Here, he is a subjective pronoun and it is an objective personal pronoun. So students, this is how we write subjective and objective personal pronouns. Hope you must have comprehend. Now let's have a look at one of the main rule of writing these subjective and objective personal pronouns. So students, as you all know that personal pronouns indicate a person, a particular person who is speaking, and we call that person as first person. Person spoken to, and we call it second person, and a person spoken about, which we called third person. So these are the three main terms which you have to keep in your mind while using personal pronouns: first person, second person, and third person. First person stand for the one who is speaking, Second person stands for the person who is spoken to, and third person stands for the person spoken about. Now, let me clear you one more thing, that here we are using the word person in a general sense. It means that it refers to anything living or non-living, any particular thing which may be living or non-living. Now let's understand this first person, second person, third person more clearly with the help of an example. Here a sentence is given as, the king told Ali, I must ask you to forgive Salim for what he has done. So students, here the king is speaking to Ali. So king will be the first person, and the pronoun which is indicating first person is I. Then you is used for Ali, to whom king is speaking, and which indicates the second person, and the pronoun you is used for the second person, and finally he, which indicates the person Salim about whom this king and Ali are talking. So Salim will be the third person, and pronoun he is used to indicate the third person in this sentence. So I is for first person, you is for second person, and he is used for third person. Now let's have a look at this table. This tells us how we have to use pronouns for first person, second person, and third, also in singular form and in plural form. First of all, we will have a look at the subjective case. For the first person, singular pronoun will be I. Its plural form will be we. Now in case of second person, singular pronoun will be you, and plural will remains the same as you. And in case of third person, singular pronoun will be he, she, or it, and in the plural form the pronoun they will be used. Now let's have a look at the objective case. For first person, singular pronoun will be me and plural will be us. Second person, singular will be you as usual, and plural will also be you. So second person, singular and plural will remain the same. For example, we can use the pronoun, personal pronoun you for a single child as well as for many childs or children. And in case of third person, singular pronoun will be him, her, it, which will become them in plural. So students, you have to remember this table. It's easy table and it will help you a lot in solving the exercises which are related to personal pronouns. Now let's have a look at some of the exercises of this chapter. Fill in the blanks with appropriate form of personal pronouns. So here blanks are given which I have already filled. In your books you will see the blanks in sentences, and we have to fill these blanks with appropriate form of personal pronouns. So first sentence will be, we were told that we should learn the poem by heart. Second sentence will be, I told John that he shall teach me how to fly a kite. Third sentence will be, I am going out. Can you please look after my dog for an hour? I asked my neighbor, Mr. Das. Fourth sentence will be, we do not know what to do. Can you please help us? Us is used because we is the personal pronoun used, subjective pronoun used, so it will become us. Now fifth is, I have repeatedly told you not to leave the door open, but you never listen to me. Mother told Sunit. The forest guard told me that I should not go out alone at night as I might be attacked by a wild animal. Seventh sentence will be, Rita said I cannot dance tonight because I have twisted my ankle. Eighth will be, can you tell me the time? I have lost my watch. Ninth will be, he saw the snake just when it was going into a hole. Here, snake, an animal, is there in a sentence, and therefore we have used the pronoun it for snake. Next sentence is, the man lived in a flat. It had several rooms. Again, for a non-living thing, we have used pronoun it in place of repeating the word flat. Next sentence will be, you must buy your ticket right now or you will be disappointed. 12th will be, our teacher asked us to help the new boy. He was very shy and quiet. 13 will be, we went to watch a play. It was dull and boring. We walked out of the theatre after an hour. 14th sentence will be, the players were tired. They wanted to rest for a few days. And 15th will be, the children were sad that they could not go on a picnic, so a class party was held for them. So students, this is how we have to use the personal pronouns in sentences. It's all for today. Hope you must have understood everything clearly. We'll see you on the next turn. Till then, take care, be safe and keep learning.